What's up, G?
Yo, what's happening, dog?
Hey, you like you living life, man. I want to talk to you. What's up?
I'm living the life, bro. Let me tell you.
Hey, you
Every
want to
day's a holiday on this side.
you want to be on a podcast?
Yeah, for sure, man. What podcast we talking?
It's a brand new podcast I'm starting. It's gonna be called Talking with Strangers. I'm just doing Omegle
Yeah,
interviews, man. Yeah, I find interesting people on Omegle and they tell me their story and I'm gonna post it. It's anonymous.
man, that sounds interesting, bro. That is fucking interesting shit, bro. This is the first time I heard anything like this.
You wanna be on an episode?
Yeah, for sure, man.
All
Sounds
right.
awesome.
All right, cool. Hey, hope everyone's doing well. On this episode, we're talking to a South African man who is now living in Thailand with his wife, and he tells us a little bit about their lifestyle changes and how that gratifies him in his day-to-day life. So stick around, and I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, I'm just kicking back. It's a Sunday afternoon, and I'm really taking it easy.
I see that. You in Australia?
No, I'm actually in Thailand.
Where?
Thailand.
Thailand, yeah. How'd you end up there?
Yeah. Well, I met a chick in America. She was a Thai chick, and I ended up getting married to her. And yeah, we moved back here to her country.
Shit.
I've been living here like 6 years already.
That's amazing. What do you do there?
Not much. Not much. She has a shop, and I'm just like the house husband.
Okay.
I basically just hang out and just help her out if there's a bit of construction work or some gardening, and just look after the place.
Yeah. What kind of shop is it?
Well, it's just like a general goods shop, like a bit of a grocery store. It just sells like all kind of goodies,
I got you.
from food to like general house stuff, washing powder and all kind of shit, all kind of stuff. Oh, sorry,
No.
this is like no swearing there.
No, fuck all
Sorry,
that.
man.
You're good.
Fuck all that.
Yeah. So, where are you from originally?
South Africa.
South Africa. So, how'd you end up in America and meeting your wife?
Well, I worked on the cruise ship. I worked on the cruise ship for a couple of years. Maybe Carnival cruise liners.
The slave drivers, yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
The human
Big
traffickers.
time. Yeah, you know it, man. You know it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I worked there for a couple of years, and I basically met this lady on the ship, and we got married, and I said, let's go start a normal life. Like, let's get off this ship and go live our life on the land. And she said, let's go back home, back to Thailand. So that's where I'm at, and that's where I've been at.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That's beautiful. So
so you don't. I know you're the guy asking all the questions, but you don't mind me asking, like, where you from? What?
No, it's a conversation. I'm from the United States.
Where we broadcasting? Yeah, the States. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from North Carolina.
Mind if I take a guess?
Oh, sorry.
You beat me to it. No, you beat me to it. It's okay.
What were you gonna guess?
I never would have guessed that. I was like saying Miami or New York.
No, I'm a country boy. Them motherfuckers from New York, Miami. Miami's down in Florida.
Yeah.
They talk different. I'm a country boy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was wondering that accent. Yeah, I can hear it. It's a little bit of the country boy.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man.
So South Africa. What was life like in South Africa before you, I guess, started cruising all over the world and doing that stuff?
Yeah, well, it's pretty tough, eh? I mean, there's a lot of crime. There's a little bit of racism and that sort of thing. So, but all in all, I can't complain too much. I had a pretty good life there. I grew up in a pretty good family. I got hijacked once or twice. Our house got robbed a couple of times, but it ain't no thing, it doesn't bother me too much. I had a good time. I grew up pretty well there, so I can't complain.
Those type of situations, is that like a pandemic, like those type of crimes? Is that a thing in South Africa, or is that just in certain areas like where you were at?
Well, I would say it's pretty much in the certain areas, like if you go like more into the cities like Johannesburg, like in the central, like Cape Town, Durban, it's pretty hardcore there when it comes to crimes and whatever. If you live a little bit out on the outskirts, it's not as bad, but it's still there. It's still there.
Right.
There's a lot of poverty and that sort of thing. So the guys get hungry, and I suppose that's why they go out and robbing.
Hunger will make a man do anything.
Yeah, for sure. It does that. That.
Being in the States, it all just depends, depending on what website you're looking at or what Facebook post you're reading. One part of America is, basically it might as well be Afghanistan. And then in other parts, it might as well be a fucking fairy tale movie, So the life experience here, just depending on your background and where you come from, can be,
for sure. That's how
the
it
differences
works,
can be drastic.
Yeah, just depending where you live, and I suppose it has a lot to do with upbringing and the education that people are getting, or that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
So how is it there in North Carolina? You haven't had too much troubles with this, like crime and that sort of thing?
No, not me personally. I'll say this: where I'm from, and a lot of places in the South, we call them gray areas. You have a lot of gray areas where you don't know what side of town you're on, and I think that's becoming more of a thing now. I don't know if where you're from they talk about gentrification or not, but here we have this thing, in the low income areas where the property values are low. People come in and buy up the land and buy up the houses, knock them down, and put up some fucking condos and raise the property value. So now you have these really high income areas that are one block away from really low income areas, and that creates some social strife in a lot of places around. And I'm still living in the city I was born and raised in, so it is partly, where to go, where not to go, who you can and can't talk to, what to say, what not to say. But on the other end, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you think you're in a good part of town and, somebody's car gets stolen or somebody gets shot.
Yeah, that's how it goes there. You just never know. I mean, of course, being a local and growing up in the city, or in your area, you should know exactly, like you say, where's the good places and where's the bad places. But you never truly know, because anything can happen at any time, any place.
Yeah, everything's always changing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's why I'm so happy where I am now, because we get no crime here. I haven't seen nothing of it.
Yeah. So what's
the police? They're really strict here in Thailand. So everybody's too shit scared to try anything.
Yeah. So socially, I guess Thailand is about as opposite as you can get as from a Western style, I guess, society.
Yeah.
Big
time.
So what is daily life like in Thailand, I guess, versus South Africa?
Well, I suppose it also depends where you are in Thailand, because I lived for a while down in Bangkok, and it's the real hustle and bustle. It's the big city. There's millions of people, all going about their daily life, and of course you're gonna get a lot of criminals and some weird people there. So I can't speak too much of Bangkok. I only lived there for a couple months, but I've been living way up north, basically in the jungle. In the real rural Thailand. And here where I'm staying, it's a small community. Everybody knows each other, and everyone gets along. There's, like I said, there's no crime. Everybody's friendly with each other. Everybody's willing to help out with each other. So yeah, it's as good as it gets. It's truly as good as it gets up here north of Thailand.
So where you've moved in that rural area of Thailand, how rural is it? Because a lot of people only know the Thailand you see on TV, riding elephants and shit like that. So what are the amenities, if any, in the area you're living in?
Well, we're like in a real farming community. That's basically what I can say. It's a closed community. You'll see, if you had to go down the main road, you just see like small shops, just like what my wife owns. It's just a small shop, one of many throughout the village. I mean, we basically living in a village, and it's a small community, and everyone's just taking care of each other here. Yeah. We don't really have connections with the next village or anything like that. We're just like a small, our own little community, So we're way outside of the city. I mean, there's no McDonald's or shit like that. I wish there was, but there's not,
So
I
as
kind of
far
miss a hamburger.
no offense, I'm just trying to get a grasp on
No, for
who
sure.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
hit it,
to.
hit it.
But when I mean like amenities, as far as are y'all like running down to the river and getting your water in buckets, or y'all got running
Oh,
water or what?
oh, right. Yeah. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, no, we pretty hooked up. I mean, personally, here on my property, we suck in the water out of, like, I don't know what's the correct term, but it's like a borehole where they've put a pipe
Like a well?
down into the ground and they suck in the water out. So we get in water for free.
Yeah.
It runs through a filter and all of that before it gets into the tank, so it's clean. Uh, it's not like brown water out the dam.
Yeah.
So the water's for free. The electricity, yeah, we obviously pay for that. And of course, I've got the Wi-Fi because I'm
Yeah.
talking to you on that right now.
Right.
And yeah, we've got like decent enough amenities, groceries, toiletries,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. We're not like living off the land, so to speak.
Yeah. No.
We're still pretty civilized here. It's not like we have to go out and hunt for our food and shit.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, we pretty sorted. I can't speak for everybody in town or in this village anyway. A lot of people they go down to the dam and they fishing for their next meal, or they like growing vegetables and shit that they can at least have a meal and that sort of thing. Not everybody's as living in the luxury that we are.
Right.
We were actually quite fortunate. We come back with those dollar bills, so we managed to get ourselves pretty sorted, a nice house, and like I said, we got a shop. I mean, we go down to the main town, like across the way, and we buy groceries. We spend a couple of $1,000. So I mean, I can just live out of the shop,
right. I got you.
quite comfortably, quite comfortably.
Cool. So I know you said you were pretty fortunate, to be in your situation you're in now. When it comes to living, your decision to live in Thailand and where y'all went and everything, was it solely income based? Like, we're going to live the nicest life we can, or did you sacrifice some things and simplify life a little bit?
I sacrificed big time. I mean, when I was living in South Africa, I was living a much better life than I am here, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was living in the Drakensberg, which is like close to Durban.
Mm-hmm.
And I helped my parents. We bought like a hotel that my parents were running the hotel. Well, I was actually also helping them to run the hotel because I was in the hospitality industry. And it was a good life. We were making lots of money there. And basically, I kind of had a falling out with my folks. And I ended up leaving and coming with my wife here to Thailand. And then we came to look after basically her parents' property, which, became the shop. This is what we put our money into. We built up the shop and that sort of thing. But I must admit, I was living a much better life in South Africa. Yeah. I was making a lot of money. Here, we kind of more living month to month.
Right.
And of course, like I said, I haven't had a hamburger in 3 years, so it's not that easy.
A lot of luxuries have been given up. Things have been simplified quite a bit.
No, big time. But I've come accustomed to it, and, I'm happy where I am now. It was tough in the beginning, but, I've got my priorities straight, and I'm happy with what I've got. And I just thanks God what I have now. And
that was going to be my next question.
Back,
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. If you were happier with your luxuries and your things, or if you like living a simpler life, with your wife out and
Yeah, well, like I say, I've become accustomed to it now. This is my life, and I enjoy it for what it's worth now. In the beginning, I didn't think I was going to make it, but as the years went on, like I said, it's been 6 years now.
Yeah.
The first 2 years were pretty tough, but after that, I've really settled in, I've firmly planted my feet down. I know all the people here. I've got a lot of friends here now. I can speak the language as well.
Hell yeah.
So I'm more than happy.
That's beautiful, man. That's amazing.
Yeah. Cool, man. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. So now I know who I'm talking to. I know where you're from. So what, you said you're the house husband, you help out. Your wife runs the shop and everything.
Yeah.
What's driving you right now? What's pushing you forward? Is there anything you're looking forward to? Do you have kids? Anything like that?
No kids. I've got a couple of dogs. I
Yeah.
regard them as my kids.
Yeah.
But no, nothing really. It's just getting through day by day.
Yeah.
I've come to peace with I had a bit of a how you want to call smoking problem.
Yeah.
But since I've come here to Thailand, I've given that up. So I'm kind of living like the clean life. Yeah, I have a brewski every now and then.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's a Sunday afternoon. No one can tell me shit. But yeah, I've come to peace with myself. I've really connected with myself in that regard. So yeah, I'm just living day by day, and I'm just happy for what I have, and so long as I can support my wife and make her happy, that's all that matters to me, really.
Yeah. Is this what you see for the foreseeable future, or do you?
Yeah, well, I don't know what's coming, but yeah, for the foreseeable future, I see myself living here for a while.
Yeah, I'll just tuck
and just carrying on doing what we're doing. I don't really have too many long-term plans. Maybe my dad, he's getting a bit older, so when he kind of can't really look after himself or the place back in South Africa, I mean, I keep in contact with him all the time, and I said to him, whenever you feel that you need me to come back and help out, I'll come back and help out. And so I suppose that's the only thing that I'm really looking forward to in the future is maybe I'll go help my choppy out and see what he's and take over the business, or if I have to sell that property or whatever it is. I don't know what his plans are.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only thing that's on my bucket list, should I say.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm just taking it easy and doing my thing here in Thailand.
Hell yeah. That's it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Talking with Strangers. I hope you enjoyed, and I want to see you back here the next time. So take care. Goodbye.